Of course, that's the main plan is go out there and throw some hands, but you don't want to forget where you come from. I've done them in the Olympics, multiple national championships, and I believe that when I step out onto the mat, the eyes look at Gable Steveson. I'm 25 years old. I've done everything I can in wrestling. John's been a real great partner for me. He's been a great mentor for me. It only can light a fire under a young kid like me just to see where John has taken himself in this sport. And I know I possess all those skills to be something special in this sport. And it starts with LFA 217 in Prior Lake, Minnesota.
Get down in the car, one time give it all.
What's up, fight fans? Ron Kruk, joined by the 2020 Freestyle Wrestling Olympic Gold Champion, Gable Steveson. Gable, thank you so much for the time today, man.
Ron, I appreciate the time. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic and so excited to talk to you about this next chapter in your career. You've accomplished, as everyone knows, so much in the world of wrestling, not only winning Olympic gold, but two-time NCAA Division I national champion, five-time All-American out of the University of Minnesota, and even became a professional WWE wrestler for a time. Now you're about ready to add another sport to your impressive resume. Give us the details, man.
You're 100% right. I'm about to add another sport to this professional resume. But you forgot I played in the NFL too.
Buffalo Bills made us
Buffalo
loud
Bills.
here. Absolutely.
Yes, I did. But mind that this next step for me is going to be the biggest one. September 12th in Prior Lake, Gable Steveson, the Olympic champion, will be competing on LFA 217, a one-of-one show in the hometown where Gable Steveson's from Apple Valley to University of Minnesota to Prior Lake, Minnesota. Business is happening.
Oh, man. We've seen you at LFA events in Minnesota, and I think a lot of the fans were hopeful that this would be the next step. So why is this the right time to make that move to mixed martial arts?
Ron, I'm 25 years old. I've done everything I can in wrestling, and I haven't hung up the boots officially, but just being 25 years old and I'm seeing where the life of being an amazing fighter can take you. And I know I can possess all those skills to be something special in this sport. And it starts with LFA 217 in Prior Lake, Minnesota.
Well, the LFA has put well over 300 athletes into the UFC, and really, Gable, the quickest way to get to that next level is by winning a belt in this organization. Give us some details. What's the ultimate goal for you in MMA?
The ultimate goal for me is to be the best of the best. You see guys like John Jones, you see the Conor McGregors, you see the Hamza Chimaev, you see the Daniel Cormiers, you see guys that have came from a wrestling background that have made it big in this sport. And I want to be one of those guys too. I'm hungry. I'm ready to go. I'm fired up. And there's no other better way to start than to be in Prior Lake, Minnesota on September 12th.
That place is going to be rocking. There's no doubt about it. Where will you be training, and how are you preparing for your pro debut?
Yes, I've been training in Prior Lake, Minnesota and Minneapolis also, but also I split time in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
And you mentioned a guy down in Albuquerque in one of the greatest of all time in John Jones. Have you been working out with him?
Yes, I have consistently, man. John's been a real great partner for me. He's been a great mentor for me. He is leading me in the right direction and he means well for my career. And I know he does. And I spent the time in the camp with John in November before he fought Stipe Miocic, another fantastic heavyweight. And so, man, just to go out there and have that guidance from a guy like that who's been 21 years old and 23 years old winning belts, and now at 38 years old, still trying to go out there, compete, and has a fire under his belt. It only can light a fire under a young kid like me just to see where John has taken himself in the sport.
What an incredible mentor to have as you embark on this journey. Maybe it is John Jones, but is there somebody else, maybe a current or former MMA athlete, Gable, that you've enjoyed watching over the years?
Man, just there's a couple. Marab is so great. I've been able to meet Marab, Deveshvili. Them Jordans got a hard last name. I love Ilya Taporia. The hands and the combination and the superstardom that he possesses with the smirk that he comes out with the walk and the swag, and that's what people want to see. People want to see guys go out there and have that aura and have that presence and be capable of having a great performance, but also being out of the cage and showcasing who they are too. And I believe I possess that because I've done it in wrestling. I've done it in the Olympics, multiple national championships. And I believe that when I step out onto the mat, the eyes look at Gable Steveson.
Absolutely. And it's all going down at LFA 217 on Friday, September 12th, the Mystic Lake Casino in Prior Lake, Minnesota. Gable, you're taking on an undefeated fighter in Braden Peterson. No easy fights in the LFA, that's for sure. Give us your take on this matchup.
It's gonna be a great matchup. I want to go out there and dominate. I've done it before, and I'll do it again. And I've proven that I can go out there against great opponents and take the time that's needed and go out there and pick everybody apart. And so my main thing is just who is Gable? Gable's one of the best in amateur wrestling, and he wants to be one of the best in MMA. And so you got to start somewhere, and whoever they put out, you got to go out there and dominate them and take care of them. So that's my goal.
Well, we know you had the wrestling background and pedigree. How's the striking coming along? We maybe see you throw some hands in this matchup.
Of course, that's the main plan is go out there and throw some hands, but you don't want to forget where you come from. Wrestling has always been number one. Wrestling has taken over the MMA world and especially in the UFC. But you also want to go out there and put hands on a guy and make sure he knows who you are. And that's what I'm going to do also.
And as we wrap up, as a former University of Minnesota Golden Gopher, how special is it to make your MMA debut in Minnesota?
Man, super special. I started in Apple Valley, winning 4 state titles at the Apple Valley High School, then going on to Minnesota, winning multiple national championships, 5-time All American, and then winning an Olympic gold medal for the state of Minnesota. I hope Minnesota's happy with that. But that's just the start, man. That's just the start. They got to see something special again now. So put them back on the map and show them what Minnesota's about.
Here we go. Welcome, Gable Steveson, to the LFA family. Everyone is excited to see you in action on September 12th.
September 12th is time.
Let's go.